The books in this place are something else. Did you know that there is an entire section about spiders and the occult?
Did you find anything interesting?
You bet. My top two have to be a scroll about a fire-breathing spider Cerberus, and a nice haiku about a furry spider spirit that eats people's toenails.
Thanks. Now I know to never read those.
Actually, all this reading got me thinking, and there is something I wanted to run by you. With my spider roots, and the spiders being so occult-adjacent, apparently, who knew, I can maybe be a good fit for the Midnight Suns. I'm not asking you to pull any strings for me or anything like that. I just want your honest opinion as a friend. Do you think I'd make a good candidate?
For now, you should focus on being the best you can be in every situation. And when this is all over, we can talk about your future.
Of course, of course. Either way, I would like a chance to prove myself first. Don't want anyone to say that you're giving me any special treatment.
Well, I am sure you can figure out how to make that happen.
One last question.
Yes?
If I read these books here, I'm not summoning any demons or evil spirits, right?
Have you been reading them aloud?
No?
Do not open your door to any knock that sounds unnatural or inhuman, and you should be fine.
No inhuman knocks. Got it.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
Poor Dr. Strange.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
I have something for you. Components for shop class.
Alright, I guess that's comparable. On the bright side, Hunter, you didn't turn into a symbiote monster.
You know how every kid under the age of 8 loves dinosaurs and space? Why do we ever grow out of that?
I know a few dinosaur facts. Did you know that some Triceratops might have had as many as 800 teeth?
I've got my symbiote beat. But I'm a T-Rex man anyway.
I would love to ride a dinosaur, like a horse. Maybe into battle.
That would be great. We want to wear one.
Wear one?
Well, the symbiote wants to wear one. Or be worn by one? Become the suit for a dinosaur. You know what I mean.
And then I could ride you.
I'm no longer comfortable with this fantasy. Can we do that again? Like right now? I know a picture is worth 1,000 words, but I could describe this in 500. Tops.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
The Sanctum's gone.
Got more coil for me? How does this look?
A power not unlike my own. The Forge is a powerful tool.
What are we building today? This forge fire is something special.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
I had one job, protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds.
Doctor Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
Oh, I found one of my favorite records and I thought you might like it. Or at least be polite enough to fake it. Anyway, we'll get some more quality one-on-one time. It's a little retro, but so are you. So, what do you think?
Lively, frustrating, angry, but liberating. Reminds me of how I feel towards caretakers sometimes. I like it.
Oh, I knew you'd get it. It's grunge. It's what happens when you mix the nonconformity of 80s Seattle and tons of punk and rock influence. You get awesome bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, making something super authentic with this messy, dirty sound. It put Seattle on the music map. I used to listen to it repeatedly during my I can't believe my mom stabbed me phase. As you can tell, she was a great mom, didn't leave me scarred at all. Like, why have a kid if you're gonna get rid of them when they interfere with your dark arts and crafts?
I know how it feels. It sounds all too similar to my own experience with my mother. Except that I had a head start on coming to terms with her evil nature. I cannot imagine being caught off guard.
Yeah, it turned my world upside down. I thought I was a normalish kid from a normal family. Sure, they had their middle-aged boomer issues, but I thought they loved me. But they didn't.
What is done is done. But I see you are still carrying it with you. Do not be afraid to go wherever you need to in order to find peace.
Roger that, Hunter. Okay, no more of this downer talk. Time to listen and let the sounds of angst carry you away.
Hello, my sweet girl. This should be useful. This will do nicely.
Back again.
And now she's gone and really pissed me off.
We have a new heir. We thought you wanted us to round off our edges. That will keep these teeth sharp.
See you around.
On the bright side, Hunter, you did turn into a symbiote monster.
Let's do this.
We could go a few rounds.
Later.
What are we gonna do without the sanctum?
What is this strange growth on the grounds?
While it may seem like some sort of invasive species, the substance we've been calling corruption is actually a physical manifestation of Chthon's dark influence.
How can it continue to spread in his absence?
The ever-resilient Darkhold keeps his ambitions alive, tempting the lost and desperate towards the darkness. With each new follower, his power here is rekindled.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum.
An offering bowl. But what to offer? I should come back at night. That is usually how these things work. should come back another night.
We have time to build sandcastles.
We are going to the desert, not the beach.
Oh, right. My question still stands.
Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
He will not be on his own much longer. The Parchment will stay safe.
Good. And while you're there, see if you can talk some sense into him.
Surrender the page, please.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
They dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this. Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard much
of that. This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save. Mama.
Long story.
We'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. You've got a big problem of your own to deal with. I call that one the monsters she's summoning are going to make things a lot harder unless you destroy them too.
Take out the big lady and her rock collection. Got it.
I think they've got a crush on you-know-who.
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
I'm gonna rip you a new one.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
catchphrase here! I hope you're keeping score at home.
Hope you're ready.
I'm impressed.
With extreme pressure.
Done waiting.
Now that was something.
Bad luck for you, friendo. Positive vibes only.
You attached to that face. Now it's my turn.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
all looking at me for some reason.
It's no wonder this world has fallen so far astray.
Some of the X-Men like to stand around too. Didn't always end well.
Stand by and watch as your world burns. This world has no hope under your watch.
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to bring her down.
Assuming we can get past that Guardian.
Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about. This is gonna hurt.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Your fate is sealed.
I've got a reputation to protect.
The light is on our side.
I owe you a Coke.
It's about time!
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Not looking for you.
Your fear is palpable.
That's just
Join us.
I am still the prize.
Any altars you don't destroy, she'll attempt to turn into monuments, shrines to Lilith, that manipulate the battlefield.
I never knew my mother was so vain.
I assume that comes with the territory when you have a cult following to maintain.
You picked the wrong one, bub.
Lilith won't be happy to see her favored ones fall so easily.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
Get smaller! Grunt!
Stop fussing over me, you idiots! After them! No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you!
Looks like Mommy gave you a chance. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
Full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again. You aren't good enough for me.
The advantage is mine. This is a serious predicament for you. I must have angered them.
Gonna get ya!
I am impressed.
Are we excited?
Thought I was dangerous before. Get a load of me now.
Got some more flunkies coming in.
Made an impression on him.
You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks a big game.
Stacking them deep today.
something.
This.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Kiss it goodbye.
I'm not going anywhere. You're gonna have to put me down.
Somebody feel a breeze?
Strangely predictable, right?
You should have seen their faces. Family night. I could have almost tasted their fear right before they bought it.
You'd be doing me a personal favor. Shut up. Permanently, if possible.
You heard the lady.
I cannot move.
You don't want to get up. Bad luck. Still getting better after all these years.
Better come up with something new. I'm just gonna keep coming back. Mother made sure of that.
Lilith has found the ideal servant in this one. His soul was black long before she got to it.
Yeah, when it comes to pieces of trash, old Sabretooth here is 1 in a million.
You keep talking, but I'm still...
Just like old times. You were too weak for this. The power of the light.
This is a good one! Don't worry, they're just sleeping.
They are being reinforced.
Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
Nobody knows you like I do, Creed. And I know this was just as much your doing as it was Lilith's.
What's there to know? It was a massacre, and I loved every minute of it.
Fiend. Some for the rest of us.
Step right up, test your strength.
Run from her now. Pain is temporary.
Mucho gusto.
It won't be that easy. Guess this is the end of the line for you.
They have not changed their plans.
My favorite piece of egg-sucking gutter trash finally ready to put up or shut up.
Step right up. Why is that so fun?
do the trick.
You have earned this. You think that's gonna get me? Granny told you to go. If I can't heal up, she'll do it for me. You took your shot, but Mother wasn't having it.
I've not shaken their confidence.
I'm aging like fine wine. Can't say the same about you, Victor. I'm gonna rip you.
I am impressed. Your mother abandoned you.
I'm gonna tear you a new one for that.
Bad luck for you, friendo! Pretty colors! Insert catchphrase here!
Whatever gets the job done.
He's down, but not out yet.
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.
What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, well, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the parchment of power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other. Now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
This is bull.
Grade A bull.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
That looks good. Very nice. I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it?
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
Lilith's evil is seductive. She can easily corrupt anyone.
Creed was always a homicidal monster. But now he's really taken things to the next level.
Does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
You talk like that, now you have to tell me some stories.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I've been all over the planet. And a few other planets besides.
Other planets?
Yeah. We're not alone in the universe, you know. There's the Kree, there's Skrulls, there's the Brood. Most aliens you're better off avoiding, but there's a few good ones out there. I'll tell you though, after a while, all you really care about is a nice soft bed. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what. I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well.
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves. And she grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
I am sure Caretaker's intentions came from a good place.
Good intentions mean nothing when the outcome causes harm.
She probably does not see it that way.
I don't care how she sees it. Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet, no matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Cthon is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
And do you have a better idea to whom we should entrust something of such value?
I'd give it to Nico to hold, and if she didn't want to carry the weight of it, I would.
And you would be willing to risk your soul holding it? It is said to have demonic effects on its keeper.
Demonic effects? I'm already as demonic as this realm will tolerate. I don't cower from the darkness. I am made from its fabric. I could handle it. But alas, they did not give the parchment to me to hold. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it. Is Steve Rogers everyone's ideal dad?
Wow, Logan himself.
Now, there's usually all sorts of chaos at carnivals, but this was out of hand.
Oh, Hunter, you here to yell at me too? They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't know, maybe the demonic green sky over New York was too subtle for them to notice?
I think they noticed.
Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the Sanctum, or Avengers Tower. Or Banner. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the parchment really have made a difference?
You should share everything with the team. It is the only way to build trust.
Well, maybe I dislike sharing everything. Probably some latent issues related to my parents' death, and whoa, I better save some for my therapist. Things are spiraling out of control, and right now I just need to figure out what to do about this prophecy.
You really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kinda known for making the impossible possible. Give me a couple hours and a decent lunch, maybe an Italian hoagie, and I can fix anything. Trust me.
If you want to stop the prophecy over lunch, I think you will need a bigger lunch.
Well, I need to be careful not to eat too much, especially carbs. I just blow up and, blow up. Huh. Please excuse me. I need to jot down some ideas.
Are you making prophecies of your own?
Shoo, go, genius at work. Gotta get a sign. I saw a listing for a 4-story walk-up, Upper West Side. Maybe you're saint.
What are you reading, Nico?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
It does seem to be one of the centers of supernatural activity around here.
You feel that too, huh? Sometimes when I'm in here, all the hairs on my neck stand straight up. But in a warm and fuzzy, friendly ghost kind of way.
Find anything helpful in it?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Chthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
It is certainly possible.
From reading the story, I think so. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disbody self.
I doubt there was not a price to such a purification.
Oh, there was. So like, when the Lightworker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
Nico, that sounds too dangerous, even for you.
I have to try something!
Caretaker will not be pleased if she hears about this.
Caretaker can deal. Well, I'm gonna find Magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
Hello, Hunter. Lovely, dear. You're a natural. That was expertly done, Hunter.
Tony, I can't think about that now. The sanctum wasn't just a home. It was a part of me.
I know. I just thought it might cheer you up. Hey, I heard about this crazy video online. A monkey riding a cat like it's a horse. You want to take a look?
No.
I think you'd love it. Maybe you were enchanted.
I said no. Tony, don't you realize what I'm going through? My whole world has quite literally blown up.
I just want to cheer you up, that's all. Hey, you want to curse me? No, just kidding. Don't curse me. You're a real MVP around here, Hunter. If you die again, could we bring you back again?
I have no idea.
Strange went on about nigh inconceivable power, and the rarest of curios were expended in your first resurrection. Assuming we had all that, would it work?
Might. Sounds like you have a plan.
Are you kidding? I have 5 plans. If you're the key to all this, keeping you breathing is the only thing that matters. I don't expect it to happen, but I'd rather prepare for it when it does.
Smart.
You mean genius, and yes, I am. I can find many uses for this.
Seems my offering was accepted. Well, this looks like it belongs here. Mother.
Set's challenge will be the hardest. Are you ready?
I am ready. Where Wanda failed, I will succeed.
That's my hunter. Good luck, dear.
Ominous indeed.
If you remember from the last trial, I told you that Hippias was consumed by his brother, Set, who absorbed his power. It was this betrayal that showed the Elder Gods, including Chthon, the path towards their own corruption.
Some for the rest of us. I am impressed. You were too weak for this fight. Welcome assistance. one chance.
I don't think we'll be seeing any Serpent Men, but in his heyday, Set created his own personal army, much like Lilith and her children. He seemed to have an unusual fascination with Earth's various reptile species.
Now that was something. I had hoped for a challenge. Your mother abandoned you. Walk in the light. Shall be of great help. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Heal my call. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Everything an old witch will tell you. When the now corrupt Set descended upon the Earth, he used the prevailing reptiles of the time, dinosaurs, to create his physical being.
did not think I was done, did you? Now that was something. Leave some for the rest of us. Our resolve cannot be broken.
Unfortunately for those lumbering beasts, when autumn came to destroy Set, the ensuing battle thousands of years and drove them to extinction alongside their fallen admirer.
The untold price of being favored by the Elder Gods. The advantage is mine. The light will carry you onward. Let's see if they have an answer to this. This shall be of great help. I will make this quick. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics. Realize the trouble you are in, friend. You cannot stop me like that.
I wouldn't go so far as to say Set is pleased, but I'm sure you've piqued his interest. break the wall, Hunter. I will be right here. After.
Set is in good humor today. Hippis does not seem to agree. Sarah?
Of all the things you weren't expecting, finding me here had to be near the top of the list.
Have you been following me?
On the contrary, kiddo, I think it's you that's been following in my footsteps. Speaking of which, have you been enjoying the trials? I'm not sure how you found your way down that path, but you've obviously impressed the gods, just like your mother and I did.
You are being much calmer than I expected about all this.
You aren't the first member of your family to sneak away and attempt the trials. I remember raising more than a few eyebrows on my run.
This from the favored daughter of Oshter?
I always respected Oshter, especially compared to some of her siblings.
And my mother?
I think she saw something of herself in Autumn, but she was never one to flatter the gods.
She seems to have no issue kneeling to Chthon.
Is that really what you believe, Hunter?
I cannot say.
At least you've kept an open mind. I'm not sure I would have.
I have tried to remain neutral until I know more.
If you've come this far, then there's really no point in hiding it anymore.
This place, sealed and hidden away beneath my mother's garden. This was you again. Something else you wanted to lock away.
Would you believe it's because I've been a stubborn old woman for far too many centuries?
Yes.
This may be difficult to understand, given what you've been told, how you were raised. But your mother isn't the bastion of evil the world knows her to be.
Yes, I know she was not the mother of demons when she was with my father.
There's more to it than that. I told you of her work to find a cure for his illness. There was nothing she could do, and when he passed, she accepted his fate. But then, the corruption came for you.
I was sick? I do not remember that at all.
I'm not surprised, given the cure. You were so young, so vulnerable. Lilith was inconsolable. If she had been desperate to heal your father, she was now completely unhinged when it came to curing you.
But she did find a way.
We had thought to bury it in this place forever, safe from not just the greedy eyes of petty men like Shaw, but from ourselves.
The Darkhold.
Yes, and sensing your mother's desperation, the damn thing called out to her. There within its pages, Lilith found a way to protect her child. Straight from the Great Shadow himself, Chthon. And as payment, she pledged her eternal devotion to him. Reborn as the mother of demons.
She gave herself to Chthon. For me.
You were her only child, and she loved you more than anything else in this world. In her mind, it was no sacrifice at all. You were all that mattered.
And you still let me believe she was a monster.
For your protection, I only let you see her as she is now.
But what she became...
What she became? I barely recognized. She may have been your mother, but there was no way she could be your mother ever again.
And so you cast her out?
She was weakened from the transition. Some part of her soul still struggling with the corruption infecting her, I suppose. I knew I would only have the moment, and so... I struck, drove her from the Abbey. From you. It was the only way I could protect you. In my mind and in my heart, I believed that the Lilith I knew would have done the same.
But then she came back.
Yes, it took her years, but she finally returned. Of course, by then, she had become something far different. The rest, as you know, is history. Until now. I thought by sealing this place, by avoiding the truth, that it would somehow make all of this easier. But I also knew someday we would have this conversation.
All this time. All these years. How could you?
I don't expect you to forgive me anytime soon, Hunter. But at least you know the truth.
I hope your conscience is clear now.
I will carry this with me for the rest of my years. You can take comfort in that, Hunter. Blaze has the parchment. We must find him again, before Lilith does.
Nothing can stand in his way.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
I hadn't intended on eavesdropping, dear, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Sarah.
Did you know about my mother?
Sarah was never any more forthcoming about Lilith with me than she has been with you. She must have felt it was safer to keep both of us in the dark.
At the cost of a great deal of pain and suffering.
You don't have to tell me, dear. Had I known what Sarah was hiding, maybe I wouldn't have pushed Wanda as hard as I did.
And to say nothing of what this did to you?
It may sound ridiculous, but if someone had to end up this way, I'm glad it was me. Can you imagine what a nightmare Sarah would be as a poltergeist?
That is true. We may have had another terror stalking the grounds had things gone differently.
And despite everything, I have to say, I'm glad we were able to spend this bit of extra time together, Hunter.
I enjoyed it too, Agatha.
I'm glad, dear. But there are still more secrets to discover, if you're interested.
More still? How will I know where to find them?
Oh, I'd say some combination of dumb luck and persistence? But in all seriousness, with Set's blessing, you'll be able to break down all sorts of things, I imagine. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Just have fun, dear.
Set is a temperamental god. Set regards no obstacles. The father of serpents is smiling. Autumn reveals all. Interesting. He does not seem interested in breaking that. Set revels in his blessing. Agatha always knew how to put a smile on my face.
Сейчас спать не говорю, может еще что поиграем. Так, всем удачи и увидимся.